Hey, welcome back to my channel, Crafting with Cami. Today we are continuing to use the Let's Party collection. We'll be creating a double page layout today, and I already cut my papers down. This one, the blue with the yay, is 3 inches wide by roughly 6 inches tall, and then the other side is 9 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And then I backed this pattern here with the balloons and cakes with jade cardstock. That one's roughly 9 inches long. And then the other side I also matted, and that one's roughly 7.5. I'm taking a look at the sticker sheet, and I'm really wanting to use this happy birthday banner. I'm considering putting it up here, but then I'm also wondering if I want it to go across both pages. I am going to bring in my archival black ink, and I'm just going to distress these edges, ink around the edges of all of my papers. I don't have my photos picked out yet for this layout. We do have a couple birthdays that are going to be coming up this summer, and I think these layouts will be perfect for those. But I don't have any birthday pictures at the moment that have not been scrapped yet. I'll be bringing in the Let's Party stamp set from the card making workshop. I like these balloons. And then this is an old stamp of the month, but these skunks are adorable. And then I also have these little characters that I may bring in. I'm not sure yet. I'm wanting to play on more of the juvenile birthday, not so mature. Just laying out my papers here to make sure that they're placed where I'm wanting them. Again, I may bring them down a little bit for that banner. I took the banner stickers off of the sticker sheet and I removed the adhesive so I can play around with how I want them positioned. I'm kind of liking the double banner, the double swoop over on the left-hand side. So I'm liking that idea. Let's go ahead and get these yay papers adhered down. I know I want those where they're at. And then we'll get this layer adhered. This is where the Versamat comes in super handy. I'm making sure that my papers are centered and I can make sure the left page is in line with the right page. I'm bringing in some photo mats. This is cut out of the honey butter cardstock. Now this is not a coordinating color. The yellow that's in the paper pack is actually Sundance, which is more of a darker oranger color. But the honey butter looks really nice with it, and it complements that paper pack nicely. This one was just getting kind of lost over on the right hand side, so I'm matting that on some jade as well. We'll do a double mat on that one, and it wasn't quite centered, so here I'm just pulling it back up and we'll get it straightened onto that jade color. And then we had a little extra, so I recut that top off. Bringing in my archival black ink again, I'm going to ink around these photo mats just to make them pop off of those pattern papers a little bit more. Since I don't have my photos yet, I'm doing some vertical, some horizontal. I have found that when I take more pictures with my phones, I have more vertical pictures. So I'm just making sure I have a good amount of options to choose from when I go to print my pictures. And these little champagne glasses, since I'm trying to keep this more juvenile, I am intentionally covering up the champagne glasses on that paper. I got the happy birthday banner adhered, except for this one little banner that I forgot to put glue on. So we'll get him tacked down. There we go. Now that's adhered. Let's put that pin back in the bottle so it doesn't dry out. I'm bringing in the Sundance and Pine ink. I don't have jade ink, but here I tested those balloons out with the Pine and Sundance, and I think I can make the Pine look good with this paper pack. I'm bringing in those balloons, and I'm thinking right about here. Since I want the balloons on that left-hand side, I am looking at my sticker sheet to see what cluster I could add to those balloons. I like It's My Birthday, but it does get lost on my white background, so I am going to ink around that as well. Let's go ahead and get these stamped. And I think that pine complements this paper pack just fine. Let's bring in some of the Sundance. And then for that third balloon, I don't have the Bluebird, but I have Sapphire. Let's go ahead and test stamp that Sapphire ink and see if it'll look good with these colors. And I think that is perfectly fine, especially since I'm bringing in that black. It's all right if the blue's a little darker. There we go. It's also far enough away from that Yay paper that I think it complements it well. It doesn't compete with the colors. I'm bringing in that archival black ink for my strings. There we are. That yellow balloon is getting a little lost back there. I may end up adding some more balloons. Let's go ahead and try this one. There we go. It does kind of fill in that awkward white spot. But now I have 4 balloons, and I like things in odd numbers, so I'm going to add a 5th balloon. We'll bring in some more of that Sundance. There we go. That cluster escalated quickly, but I like how it looks now. We'll bring that photo mat back in. Yes, I am liking that. Let's go ahead and adhere the photo mats. Let's bring in my archival black ink once again, and we're inking around the It's My Birthday tab. We just want it to pop off of that white background a little bit more. And I do want to incorporate quite a bit of black since the happy birthday banner, the letters are in black. Just want to carry that through the layout. I'm bringing in these branding strips. They're white with the black polka dots. And I think that'll look nice right down here, just as an extra layer. These branding strips, some call them zip strips. They say close to my heart on them, and then they have all of the coordinating colors listed on the back. That's in this paper pack. It's super nice. I'm just finishing getting these adhered down. After I cut this one down, I think it would look nice with a dovetail, so we'll go ahead and get that triangle cut out of there. Yes, I am liking that. I used my Barely art glue to get that tacked. I am liking where this tab is, so we'll go ahead and get that adhered. Coming back to my sticker sheet, just thinking about where I want my embellishment clusters, what else I want to bring in from that. I would like to keep that visual triangle, so I'm thinking on the bottom right and then on that right-hand side in the upper corner as well, bringing some embellishments in. I have this red one that says It's Your Day. I have this yellow tab. And I'm removing the adhesive off of the backs so that I can move them around and play with them. I like these they look like washi tape strips. And then I like those word strips as well. Here's another blue one. I'm thinking I need a longer one if I'm wanting to layer it. So I'm switching that blue one out for a green one. And yes, I like how that looks better layered. I like the black one on the left. It brings in some of that black up from our zip strip. Again, just removing some of that adhesive so I can play around with them a little easier. I'm feeling that I need more in that bottom right-hand corner, so I'm considering bringing in more balloons. Yes, let's go ahead and bring those colors back in that we used in the upper left-hand side. I don't want as big of a cluster, so we'll just do 3 balloons. There's that pine. Let's go ahead and bring in some of the Sundance. And when stamping directly onto your layout, you want to make sure that you don't have any ink on your block. It may transfer over to the background. And that blue is very bold, so I'm actually going to do another Sundance. Bringing that archival black ink back in for my strings. And now I am wanting to bring some blue back down into that corner, since we have blue in the upper left embellishment cluster. So I grabbed this blue star off of the sticker sheet, and I think that'll do a good job of bringing some blue down there. We'll just get that tucked under. These reverse tweezers are great for moving those little pieces around. I only put adhesive on half of the heart since it is going to be overlapping part of my photo mat, and I still need to get my photo on there. I am going to use my pop dots and pop up this word sticker here. I like this black washi tape on the left. We'll go ahead and get that adhered. I'm using my Barely Art Glue, and again, I'm only putting adhesive on the top portion of that so I can tuck my photo under that part that's layered. Same with that one. And we'll overlap the happy day onto that washi tape sticker. I'm bringing in a few more of those stars. I wanted to bring blue up into that cluster as well. So there's a blue star. I have the yellow, green. I like to keep the same colors in all of the clusters. Here's a little red star. I'm just picking all the little stars off of the sticker sheet, and I like to layer them on top of my other embellishments. I like to tuck them under. I am keeping in mind the sets of 3, so I'm kind of spreading the stars out in triangles within the little clusters. I'm drawing the little string across both of these banners just with my black pen. And I'm looking at my sticker sheet again here, and I think I want something more in that upper right hand side. Oh, here's another star. Let's get him tacked down. I removed the adhesive off of this banner strip. I like how it brings that banner element over to the right hand page. Using my Barely Art Glue, I'll go ahead and get those adhered. I love that this glue dries pretty quickly and it has that precision tip, so you can get the really small amounts of glue onto your stickers. Liking how this page is looking, but I feel that it needs just a little more. So coming back in with that archival black, and I'm just going around the entire layout with some black ink. This should help bring all of those elements to the center of the pages. And this is how the finished layout turned out. I do like this. I like how my embellishment clusters came together. I hope this layout brought you some inspiration. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I also have my Instagram and Facebook linked below, so you can follow me over there. Until next time, live a life worth scrapping. Bye, guys.